What's up troopers, my name is Neon, and we have a new video talking about Battlefield 6 leaked news. All this information has just came out from an article, and they talked about some juicy information. So before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I just want to say though, thank you so much for 19,000 subscribers, absolutely amazing. We're on the road to 20,000, so thank you. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. This article has dropped some big news, and that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. But you had to remember, this is just leaked information. It might not even be real. It could be completely fake. Please take a pinch of salt because it might be completely wrong. They're basically saying at the start of the article that they're very excited for this Battlefield title. It's one of their main focuses. It seems like they're trying to say that they have learned from the previous 2042 and they want to learn from their experience to make the next Battlefield 10 times better. But what was very interesting when they was talking about 2042 was that they will still continue listening to the community to keep the future support for the game. And that basically seems like they're trying to keep the support of the game going. I think it has been a speculation if there's going to be more seasons after this season 7. I feel like there's obviously going to be a season 8 and a season 9. It just makes sense. Okay troopers, now if you're standing up, please sit down. And now you have sat down, please stand back up, because this is going to be pretty wild. So when it comes to the player base, they was discussing if it should be 64 or 128. Well, apparently they want to double down and they want to do 256 players. Okay, you're all probably freaking out right now. Calm down. Of course, this is just leak information, so please don't freak out. It might not even be real. 256 players is completely crazy. 128 didn't really work out, so I'll be really worried how that would work. And honestly, if it was the case, I feel really bad for the PC players, because I can't imagine how it's going to run for you guys. Honestly, do you think it's even going to be possible for the consoles? I think there is definitely an argument when it comes to the player base of how many you should have in per lobby. A lot of people like 64, and a lot of people like 128, but I just don't know how 250 is going to work out. I think the reason why we love 64 is just because how much more simple it is to create a map. And we see what they tried to do with 128 players, and it just didn't work out. So can you just imagine an hourglass but 10 times bigger? Now that's probably what 256 players is going to look like. Okay, so you're probably freaking out from the first bit of the player base, and now you troopers are going to probably freak out even more. They also said in this article that they want to have weapon jams. Although it is a realistic thing, I just can't imagine you having a gunfight and you're like, oh look, my gun's not working. They could maybe do something with the cooldown thing, but honestly, it just really worries me if this was going to be a thing. Personally for me, I feel like this is just not correct information. That would definitely be a very big risk to take. They said there's going to be a new visual recoil. This totally makes sense because with 2042 right now, for them like updating their visual recoil, why would you do that 2 years down the line? It's like they want to test out with 2042 and just have a bit more of a new improved visual recoil for the new Battlefield title. How crazy would they go with the visual recoil? I know a lot of people right now like the visual recoil how it is, and some people prefer to have the old visual recoil. You know, it could be really less on the new Battlefield, or it could be even worse. They also said there's going to be suppression, what it was like on Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 1. So yeah, troopers, honestly, some really scary news. I can't imagine how this is going to really turn out, but at least it's April Fools. So it's nice to know that all this information is just completely bogus. I'm sorry, troopers. April Fools.